All right, mono red Steam-Kin slash Memekin. This is a deck that we've played off and on stream before. The last time we played at the end of last season, we had some blue cards in it. This build is eschewing the blue splash just to be mono red. So we've got Runaway Steam-Kin here, along with a bunch of cards that draw cards. So Crash Through, Warlord's Fury, light up the stage, really churn through our deck to not only trigger Steam-Kin, but also Electrostatic Field and Guttersnipe. We've also got some Spitfires here, which is very good with Field, as well as some of our burn spells, and a couple of risk factors as well. Let's go ahead and dive on into some matches here and see how this goes. Someone's asking about why no Experimental Frenzy. Always a question that comes up when we play this deck. Experimental Frenzy is not good with cards that draw cards. So you can't cast cards from your hand. Wouldn't be surprised if this just died. In fact, it might have been right to just play this here. Really? Guttersnipe untapped. They have Lava Coil, maybe? I'm so confused. I assume this is dying before it deals damage, right? Alright, well, I'm just gonna do this, I guess, and then cast this light up the stage and deal 5. Draw 2 cards, 5U. I mean, I guess they're dead. Opponent did actual nothing and then died. Okay. I guess I want Lava Coils for their Ceradons. It might be wrong to not have any copies of Fight with Fire in the sideboard. I don't know. Ripjaw Raptor's popularity has gone, like, up and down. So it's hard to say that we should definitely be playing those or definitely not be playing them. Just kill them is a good answer, Marty. I like that one. I would like to point out that today is a very special, glorious day. Since today is Friday, now 1 week less until Teferi the Time Raveler rotates out of Standard. In just 62 short weeks, Teferi will no longer be legal in Standard. Do I want to kill this? I feel like I probably do. Just keep my health total high. I'm going to not cast this just yet because I want to cast this when I cast this, I think. This damages us when we target them too. Okay, fair. These triggers don't target though, yeah. That was a good draw. Oh, I'm so dumb. I was thinking I had... Alright, well, I should have cast this off of that. I was thinking I could cast both, but I'm very dumb. Got paid off for our sequencing. Feels good, man. They've reprinted Planeswalkers before. Just not something that happens super frequently. And I'd be surprised if we saw the static ability Planeswalkers reprinted anytime soon. I think it's pretty good. I'm going to keep it because I have the mountain with the 2 crash throughs, so I get 2 shots to draw a land to play a 2-drop on 2. And I get a 3rd shot to draw a land to play a 2-drop on 3. And if we hit the 2nd land on 2, this hand's very good, so definitely in the market of keeping it. Perfect. We'll lead on Steam-Kin here, because Steam-Kin will trigger when we play the Electrostatic Field. I think I just give him a turn with this. I think I want to do this into Crash Through. And then I can attack them for 3. Like, this gets this down sooner. But it means I can't hit them this turn because it's only playing 1 red spell. Bolt you, draw a card. How do we feel about just killing this? I guess this does 6 to their dome. I'd probably rather do 6 to their dome, right? Yeah, let's just go upstairs. Nah, I don't care about them drawing cards with Risen Reef. You know what the best sort of card advantage in Magic is? It's killing your opponent while they have cards in their hand. Do I even sideboard? Anybody else want to just click submit? I feel like the risk factors maybe aren't good. I feel like this is a replacement level card a lot of the time. There's like want a couple of fries or lava coils. Killing their mana dork turn 2 is not the worst, so maybe lava coil is fine. I'll bring in a couple of coils. I don't know that I like cutting these. Like, I don't know that lava coil is very good here. Risk Factor is always a card. I feel like, is there a better card we can play than Risk Factor? I feel like Risk Factor was always really unimpressive without Ral to cast it twice. Like, we're always really close to... We're always really close. Tormenting Voice? Yeah, maybe Tormenting Voice? I don't know. Voice is pretty mediocre without Phoenix. Yeah, I'm not sure. Ball Lightning? We would love a Ball Lightning. Not close. One land on the draw. Let's go. God. This is as many looks as we had last game, right? We kept there. Round out the snipes. Yeah, I could see that. Alright, so... The question is, do I want to get a point of damage with this, or do I want a better chance to curve 2-3? I think I want a better chance to curve 2-3. So playing this on 1 gives me a better chance to play this on 3 after playing this on 2. And I think the way the rest of my hand looks, I want a good chance to do that, right? Because like if I hit this on 2 and then hit this on 3, my 4 could literally be kill them, right? Like the Spitfire is lethal on 4. if they don't interact with me. It's literally just like shock you, skewer you. These do 7 and they trigger this 6 times. This will be a 19-3. Like fingers crossed they just like fingers crossed they just like cast the Nissa next turn and then we untap and kill them on 4. Omnath only deals 2 here. They need like blue source steal your thing. Ooh, Finale of Promise. Do we have a good enough split of instants versus sorceries? We might actually. Finale of Promise could be the winner. Finale of Promise could be the winner. Ooh, 3 mana Chandra. I like that idea. And you did. Not a bad turn 3. Turn 4, sorry. Don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Thunk. Do 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 do. Should we have attacked it? Nissa is pretty intimidating. Nissa is pretty intimidating. Did you say Saheeli? I could be on board for this card. I can see this being fine. Yeah, cause she makes copies of Phoenix, and yeah, I'm in for Saheeli. Let's cut Risk Vector. If 24 instants and sorceries. Yeah, Saheeli like can be another Guttersnipe or Spitfire, like whatever you need. I like that idea. I like that idea. I like it a lot. Nice ramp deck, kill you. At some point, our variance is going to catch up with us, and we're not going to hit a land, keeping 1 land cantrip. But for now, here we are. For now, here we are. Always lucky. Nib, thanks for the tip. I donated for the mono green earlier. I just played 5 matches with your Scape Shift list, and I think your deck is better, but mine is sweeter. Use that sentence to decide what you play. Alright, I'll think about it. And I think the way my hand is, I need to kill this. I think because we're breaking, I need to kill that. That is not a terrible pickup. Okay. Might be a touch too slow here. Took us 4 turns to find a 3rd land, which means we're not attacking with this till turn 6.
I would like to ask about any minor anomalies. I know I noted this somewhere.
Do I think I just do this since they're missing land drops. Because this lightning strike's gonna go away otherwise, because it was exiled from Spectacle. I'd have to look manually for you, Niv. Which I can do if you send me an email. This plus this and these deals a lot.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Yeah, Niv, that works for me. Discord's also good. Please cast Nissa and die. Please cast Nissa and die. Yeah, Saheeli is really funny. So, Omnath counts how many elementals there are when his trigger resolves. So if I kill an elemental in response, it'll only do 2. And then this lightning strike is lethal. It does 5 plus 9, so this does 14 damage. Because it doesn't matter, Brad. They're dead. They're tapped out. Yeah, nice Cheeto fingers.
To the library.
Oh, the old 14 damage for 2 mana. Mono red players just like salivating. Triggers. Spitfire is a big upgrade. This deck is like always wanted like one more threat that's really good that goes along with what it's doing, and Spitfire definitely fills that role. Alright, in. Lava Coil in, hits a bit. Lava Coil in, hits a bit. Yeah, we played, this is our second time playing Spitfire on stream. We played Spitfire with Cavaclade before, and it felt pretty good. The red enchantment that deals the damage when a 1-power creature attacks. Feels pretty reasonable here as well. It's a little land heavy, but like, if my 6 was 3 mountains and these, I would definitely keep it. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this. Yeah, our elementals matchup seems good. They're just not very interactive, right? I think Spitfire's good enough to put this back in the website. Yeah, maybe. We've only played, this is only our second match with it, and we played the same thing twice, so this deck's always kind of devoured these clunky mid-range decks, so it'll be interesting to see how we do in some other matchups. Great. They killed the first must answer threat. How about the second? We don't fear the Reaper around here, opponent. We ain't scared. Kill your Reaper, bolt you, attack for 2. To people that are like thinking about giving the Phoenix haste, I don't think you really need to do that. I think the cards you would need to play to give Phoenix haste are tend to be like low quality magic cards on an individual level, and I'd rather just play more good cards in my deck. Playing a bunch of individually weak magic cards tends to make your deck worse on average. What is the timing on this removal spell? Oh, they want to put it back on top so it can't attack this turn. Sure. They just didn't want me to redraw it and recast it for the turn. Now I'm going to go ahead and top this. And then I'm going to just hold on to this Warlord's Fury for the time being. Because I can't recast this turn anyways. So I might as well just like cast it next turn, cast Warlord's Fury, bolt them. Sure.
Strange and magnificent world. Be wary of the ground.
Smoke the Reefer, core 20, blaze it. That's hilarious. I'm fine blocking here, because if they have a shock, they would be able to shock my Guttersnipe, so that's a fine exchange. Yeah, we mentioned 3-mana Chandra. I agree that she seems like she could have potential in this archetype. We have 2 Saheelis in the deck right now. They could easily be 3-mana Chandras.
Harness the elements.
Old Cheeto fingers get you every time, chap. Yeah, that's why we mentioned her earlier, Marty. Her down tick is Snapcaster Mage. So what's the best draw here? A cantrip into a light up the stage is probably our best sequence. So I think this shock is going in the upstairs direction here. We'll block here. We take 6, 10, 11. Yeah, if we had a light up the stage, if we had a good light up the stage here or cantrips into things, we can kill them next turn. So we're not dead. We're likely dead, but we're not all dead. So we'll take a draw step. Killing your opponent's Lotus Field with haphazard bombardment. That sounds great. Alright. Take the next one on the plane. I think I'm happy with how we're boarded here. Should hold shock in case you draw light up the stage. Yeah, that's probably true, because it makes it cheaper. Yeah, that's fair. I agree with that assessment. Actually, it's the inverse of that, Vince. The way 3-mana Teferi and Chandra's down tick interact with each other is that 3-mana Teferi prevents Chandra's down tick from working. Because you have to cast it while her ability's on the stack, which you can't do with Teferi's timing restriction. This hand is, again, like a medium 7, but is a good 6, so I'm going to keep it. So, the situations in which Flame of Keld is good tend to be situations where you're already winning anyways, which tends to turn it into a win more card. Scale of 1 to dead. Where's this Steam-Kin at? Dead side of the scale, got it. It's not a one-lander, so we're gonna lose. There might be some truth to that. Yeah, I agree. 3-mana Teferi just hoses a lot of random interactions in the format. Cards that are based around the idea of you're not allowed to have your magic cards do what we wanted them to do should not be printed. At least, especially to the degree at which Teferi has that effect. Aether Gust resolves. I would like to put my Steam-Kin on top of my deck. The bus set was really rough today. Hit a little bit of bad beats and just got run over in a variety of aggro matchups. So I'm going to decline killing this right now, but I am going to kill it next turn, but I'm going to kill it after I recast the second Steam-Kin. So that way killing this gives me a counter. I'm just gonna do this now, all the getting is good. You've murdered him. My poor beautiful Steam-Kin boy. They massacred my boy, chat. Massacred my boy. We drew a 5th land. Does that mean we're dead? I feel like it means we're dead. We could hit a good run with wow, that's yeah. Sure. Could hit a good sequence with light up the stage. Yep. We take our memes very seriously around here, Venser. Please be Lightning Strike. Ugh. That'll do, Peg. That'll do. Maybe we should revisit something like Flame of Keld. It definitely feels like we lack velocity in games where we don't get... Feels like we lack velocity in games where we don't get, light up the stage going. Ooh, I like that suggestion. Chandra's Regulator. That could be okay. That card was pretty sweet in the Elementals deck we played the other day. Vampires. Saheeli's probably pretty good in this matchup.
Great things, you and I.
It's been a while since we've used this one. Huh? That's a Spitfire. Yeah, maybe running the Spitfire out is wrong because of the Sorin. Yeah, I guess I probably should shock the Sorin. Although it's worth noting here that not shocking the Sorin saved my Saheeli. Was that a good draw? Oh, crap. I hadn't dealt the damage yet. Whoops. Whoops. That's fine. It's fine. They're still very dead when we copy field here. Triggers. Light them up. They're on fire. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Do, 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 do. No, my Spitfire wasn't done growing yet, opponent. Why would you concede before my Spitfire was done growing? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why do you hate fun? What did fun ever do to you? Yeah, Saheeli's like pretty okay. Hey, thanks for the 8 months, tutors. I appreciate the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. This deck scooped to Leyline of Sanctity. No, this card doesn't target. This card doesn't target. Neither does this. Each opponent. Taste it. Do I want to cut for Tibalt? I'm gonna cut Guttersnipe. Dies a lot. He's 3 mana. Oi, Punk's not dead. Thank you for the 11 months of Prime support. I appreciate it. Hope your Friday is finding you well. Welcome to the weekend. Yeah, Spitfire frequently reads suspend when win the game. It's very powerful. It gets better, bros. Eventually, you just gotta suck it up. And then all your stuff will be there. It won't be unpacked, but it'll be there at least. As someone who moved 6.5 months ago and is still unpacking, I feel for you. Oh no. We knew keeping one lander was gonna bite us eventually, right? We knew at some point we were gonna keep a one lander and not get there. This hand was ambitious. Don't tell me how to live my life, Marty. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Put a 1/1 counter on that one, Soren. Or that one, I guess. That'll do too. Oh no. I think I want to just do this. I feel like there is a high probability they have a creature removal spell in their hand. And like getting Saheeli going is a lot of blockers.
I will not give up.
Yeah, but like if they like spend Soren killing my creature, I'm kind of okay with that outcome at the moment, right? I think. Seeing Modern play? No, Modern's way too fast and brutal for that. What if I Steam-Kin Lightning Strike the Sky Marcher? Think I like that? Hey, thanks for the 9 months, Squibfish. I appreciate the support. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. They might just be flooding here. Legion's End. That is an questionably playable card. This is pretty good against tokens, huh? That makes sense. Are we doing it? Maybe if these are blanks, we might be.
I'm sorry, but I must tend to my creations.
People are sideboarding it in against Scape Shift. That's awesome. That seems excellent for that task. I believe we have died, chat. We're gonna take the third game on the play. They flooded out a little bit here, but they found enough bombs. This card draws them a lot of cards, right? So pretty likely to find stuff with it. Yeah, it seems like a very reasonable anti-Scape Shift card. Legion's End feels like this kind of weirdly templated card that was like, this is a Growth Chamber Guardian answer. It's like, this is a way to like 1-for-1 a Growth Chamber Guardian that's popped off. This is good. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Warlord's Fury on one, because I don't have a third land drop currently, and in a perfect world, I want to curve Field into Spitfire on 2-3. So I lose a little bit of opportunity cost of being able to use this to trigger the Field later, but I increase the probability that I'm able to curve out naturally here, which is definitely what I want. Now, if I flood out after making this decision, I'm going to feel extra bad, but I'm pretty sure it's correct to play that on one in my 20 land deck. Spitfire, notably, does not die to Legion's End because converted mana cost 2 or less. Does die to, like, Mortify, though. So each of these do 7. So they do 4 plus 4. I could 15 them last turn. Yeah, now they do 10. They each do 3, 3, 1, and 3. Just cast another vampire opponent. What's the worst that could happen next turn? I mean, really, like, what do you think? What do you think could happen? All right, I assume one of these Spitfires is dead. All right, that does 4. Light up the stage. So this is plus 14. I can put them to 3. The problem is Sorin is sitting there gaining them life. I think I do this, I lightning strike them, and then I kill Sorin. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, these are each 2 triggers. These are each 2 triggers. Yeah, I messed that up bad. I would like the record to reflect that I counted these as 7 multiple times and nobody said anything. Until just now, as I dragged the Steam-Kin into play. So, I am in fact have misunderstood how much damage this was worth, and they were dead there. But so this with this out. So a lightning strike with both of these out is much more. Yeah. So they were dead there. So we'd have won this match if I don't cast this and I just send both of these upstairs. It's not about arithmetic, chat. Like, arithmetic is really easy. The part that I missed was counting that it was gonna get me another +3 trigger. So like it had nothing to do with arithmetic, everything about static abilities on the board, and not counting how they interacted with each other in a deck that I've never played before. Gildenors, thank you for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday wherever you are. Thanks for keeping me around. It's really not a big deal. I don't really care about winning a random ladder match. It's just, again, if you're gonna point out a line, actually point out the line. Be helpful and explain why the line is what you're saying it is. And instead of just like shouting things like lethal, lethal, lethal to show that you're smart. Because we don't care if you're smart here. We only care if you're smart if you're willing to help other people learn. If you're not helping other people learn, you're just making noise. They did 7 because the Electrostatic Field triggers the Spitfire again. So while Field is out, every damage spell to their face triggers Spitfire twice. And that's what I was missing too. Probably dead here if they've got a Frilled Mystic. Or even a Night Pack, honestly. So again, and this is the same explanation that happens every time, and I don't blame you to a degree, Twitch chat. I understand the culture on this channel is trying to encourage something different than the shout first, like think later mantra that's basically everywhere else on Twitch. But I don't care if you catch me in time, because I don't care about a random ladder match. If you're not going to take the time to explain, don't take the time to type. And I get it. I play quickly, and you're not going to help me win the game every time. But I don't care if you help me win the game. What I care about is that we learn together, and just shouting random crap doesn't help people learn. And again, I understand that, like, in a lot of other places, shouting random crap is the norm for the Twitch channel. But ideally, I would like that to be different here. Yeah, probably want Fry. Lava Coil I could take or leave. Lava Coil's probably important because we need to kill Nightpack. This is probably too expensive. Too many threes is bad, makes it hard to double spell. Stands pretty good. Turn 2 Steam-Kin on the plays great. Gets in under their counter spells. And we can start popping off. And I mean, in all honesty, I'm super proud of you in general, subs. And like part of it's because a lot of the old guard know the drill. There's a lot of newer folks in here who weren't around when this wasn't a sub-only chat and we aggressively timed people out, but like we haven't had a real everybody shouting you have lethal without being helpful in a really long time. So props to y'all on average. You're great. This is a pretty good turn 3. Do you think we could just play like 8 copies of Light Up the Stage in this deck? You think we could hack Arena to make that happen? I feel like that's really what I want to do. Can I just play 8 Light Up the Stages? Yeah, Finale of Promise flashback stage is like really expensive though. 5 mana's a lot. I don't know if you'd play 8 Steam-Kin. I would definitely play 8 oh, that's a really good tricky deck. Because it shuts off my mana making capability here, which means I don't get this other Electrostatic Field. So that not only stops my attack this turn, but it denies me the second field. That's a good line on the opponent's part. Oh, this is wrong. I just made their thing a 2/2, right? I should have let this resolve. Yeah. Loose. It's also possible I should have just sent the strike upstairs. They'd be at 7 right now. I basically have 3 points in my hand. Could have potentially been a good line. One of your finest Magic the Gathering cards, please. Yeah, someone else mentioned that. It's possible that we're supposed to lead on Crash through there. So I can, like, Lightning Strike and get the mana. Maybe that ends up being better. But I'm just, like, not playing lands, not playing creatures. Their hand is 5 counter spells right now. Awkward. Incredibly surprised if this resolves, but I'm not going to generate double spell turns anytime soon. Might as well jam. I don't know, Flash Mirrors tend to have a lot of good back and forth in my experience. Because you have a lot of ways to trade up on mana, which is nice. I don't look at decks while I'm streaming, Courier. There's just too much going on. Yeah, Saheeli's really sweet in this deck, because, like, all of our creatures, like, kind of go absurd when you get them in multiples. So, I'd like to point something out that comes up on occasion. It feels bad to have drawn 8 lands here, but we're also like 26 cards into my deck. So like drawing 9 cards or 9 lands and 26 cards is like pretty close to the average. We're like have almost half our lands and we're through almost half our deck. How much money do I have to pay you to look at his deck on stream? 30 bucks. Maybe at this point, I've hit enough mana that playing that static field there is wrong, and I'm supposed to wait until I can play multiple spells in the same turn. That's probably where I'm at. Until they start deploying threats, I'm gonna start holding on to things. They definitely have a bunch of counters in their hand, right? So, like, if I would have held that field last turn, I could have gone, like, Steam-Kin into field into whatever. I mean, like, looking at a random deck on stream doesn't take very long. Like, if someone wants to give me 30 bucks to, like, look at a deck for 5 minutes, like, that's a pretty good hourly rate, right? Fry does not hit green creatures. One little, 2 little, 3 pieces of bait now. 1 little, 2 pieces of bait now. Will you take the second piece of bait now so I can Lava Coil your Night Pack Ambusher? Conceding to a 3rd counter spell. And we're dead. Yep. Onward, upwards, backwards, forward. I mean, to be fair, one of those 3 losses in there, I literally had lethal in my hand and missed how one of the interactions worked. So, like, missed lethal in a game 3. Again, don't focus on the specific results record so much as what's actually occurring in the games and why it's occurring that way. Dude Light with the tip. Here's $30, not because I want something, because you're just the greatest streamer. Thanks for keeping me around, dude. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday. Alright, we get a do-over in the Vampires matchup here. This is the one I would have won with better play earlier today. In an earlier match. No blocks. Go to 17. I will say this. The fact that it says a lot about the current feelings of this standard format that people have, that we are not even 2 weeks into the set release. I guess we're 2 weeks into the set release on Arena, but in paper, the set hasn't even been out for 2 weeks yet, and people are already like, yeah, I can't wait for the shake-up thing. Can't wait for this stuff to change. Like, normally, you'd still be in the, like, we're exploring period. This does not bode well for our hero. Oh, I think I just need to do this, right? Otherwise, Soren just shoots my Guttersnipe. Yeah, one SCG tournament. There's a Grand Prix in Denver this weekend, which, speaking of, did anybody ever figure out, is there video coverage of the Grand Prix this weekend? Is there something I care to watch? There's an SCG that's a team event, right? Is the standard Grand Prix having coverage this weekend? I think we've died. Yeah, the SCG is a team tournament, which makes me less likely to watch. Not a huge fan of the team structure. Makes for a lot of downtime. Stonekeeper, thanks for the 3 months. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Usually I do Underlords at the start of my stream, and the patch wasn't live for this morning. So I'm planning to do at least 2 more decks after this, probably 3. Which will put me to like 9 hours live, so that's probably all I'm going to do today. In terms of being live. He never refers, Day 9 talking about how he never refers to chat as chat because it removes some of the personal feeling from the viewer-streamer interaction. Do you think he could curb some of this chat's baser tendencies by simply not addressing us as chat? Am I supposed to say like, hey y'all? Or address specific people? I actually don't think I'm capable of removing the chat from my vernacular. Like if you talk if you ask my wife or people I hang out with in real life, anytime there's a group of like 5 or more people together, I address groups of people in actual life as chat, because that's just like my brain's go-to word for a group of people at this point. So I don't think I can like remove it from my normal stream vernacular, because like I just can't. I think I want to kill this. I think killing this buys us time, and I definitely want time with all these light-up stages in my hand. Drawing a land is great. I think I'm gonna do this. If we draw two more 2-drops, I'm sad, but if we get like land 2-drop, I'm super excited. Land and Skewer are great. I prefer investors. Investors is a very accurate term. So this, oh, this gives lifelink. That's so brutal. I guess I can lightning strike this. It's not about to be a good scene for our hero here, though. Like, they're going to 11 here, and I'm basically out of gas. These streams are today in the Hoaglandia shareholder meeting. What is in their hand? Maybe our Planeswalker can drag us back into this game kicking and screaming.
You've never seen anything like this.
What are the price of these stonks? They start at $4.99. We got a couple of different stock levels. Are we throwing Sorin? Are we throwing this vampire at my Saheeli? That's so rude.
Give me an idea.
Can I short my Hoaglandia subscriptions? No, Hoaglandia has regulated markets. We believe in capitalism, but only to the point where we don't allow it to hurt people. Yeah, the mods are long-term investors. They've been brought on to the decision-making part of it. We're investors now. Time to purchase another share. Thank you for the 10 months, Broken Lawyer. I appreciate the support. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yikes, this thing's about to get a 1/1 counter on it. Stop gifting subs. You're diluting my shares. Alright, so I'll shock this in response, which means if they want to kill her, they have to sacrifice the champion of Dust, and I think that's a fair trade. That worked out really well for us, because now they can't put a counter on this, and I get to kill it. Yeah, Saheeli might drag us back into this game. If we get some okay draws from here. Does Time Raveler see modern play? Will it? It does. The Jeskai deck we played the last couple of days, like twice in the last week, plays three Time Raveler in the main. It's one of my favorite decks in the format.
That will cost you dear.
Am I supposed to be attacking them? They're at 13. Maybe I'm supposed to be attacking them here. The Yak lives. Welcome to our newest shareholders. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Communism for all. God bless us, everyone. I almost feel bad that my opponent's like flooding out and dying here, because they're ranked 36. They're probably taking this very seriously.
I cannot be killed.
My stock has only appreciated in value. Eventually you become a landholder like Brian. Thanks for the 37 months, Brian. Welcome back. Yikes.
I walk a righteous path.
I would like a cantrip and a light up the stage and everything else. Look at that. Look at that. It's everything I wanted for Christmas, chat. And so much more. So these go here. This goes here.
Bring it on.
As a millennial, Hoglandian soil is the only land I'll ever own. Oh, it's a hard knock life. Do 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 beep 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 do 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 do. You are in fact a serf. That is why you have a shovel. You can do your serfly duties. So Lava Coil one of my 1/1s to make a new 1/1. No, because I need these to run this down. So I think I'm actually going to trade the static field to keep my Saheeli alive here.
Prepare for battle.
And then I can Lava Coil a blocker and kill this Gideon. Wow, I did not think that game was going in that direction. Saheeli is a good addition to this deck. I think she's definitely worth her slots. They were probably just tilted from drawing another land, Marty. What does it mean to have a boot? It means you've been an excellent worker and we want to protect your feet. And then once you've toiled in the fields, you get a training sword to begin your path to becoming a Knight of Hoglandia. There's a whole journey and story in these sub-icons. It's really well thought out. So I know, like, that last game looked like we can cast Chandra, but I feel like a lot of the time Chandra's just gonna rot in our hand. So I don't think Chandra's a good inclusion. Yeah, exactly. Think of the sub-gift as you were drafted into hard labor in Hoglandia. No, the map marks the plot of land you're given for living here in Hoglandia for an extended period. And then at 4 years, and no one has a 4-year badge yet. I don't think I do. I'm almost at a 4-year badge. The 4-year badge is a castle to put on your land. I'm not blocking here, because if they play Sorin, they could use Sorin to kill my field after it's blocked. What services can you buy with your subgifting? You can add a new deck to the queue. You can bump a deck that's already in the queue. You have to earn the badges. There's no way around it.
The more, the messier.
You gotta light up the stage here.
I drink only the finest. That house Markov grows stronger.
I can't give out sub badges ahead of time. It's not an option available to me. It's not that I don't want your money. It's that it's not an option that I can actually do. I just turned 3'd with this deck. Does that make standard a turn 3 format? Speaking as an expert, yes.
My assistants are painfully sloppy.
I can take a peek later, and I'll bump it up. Dealer's choice is always great. Always happy to move the ones I prefer up. I appreciate the support, Yak. Yeah, I agree. The block seemed less than ideal. That turn worked out really well for us.
I march into battle as your champion of justice. Your light will cleave.
Will do, dude.
Enjoy. Oh, they're so cute.
I'm gonna attack Gideon here. If they block, I'll trade with their Conquistador. They have a Witch figure. That's rude.
That was a good hit.
Think we're dying, chat.
I will lend you my strength. That's it. Game over. Another day, villain.
Yeah, I don't know, Marty. I'm gonna send this here. And this is hopefully gonna find like Lava Coil. Man, where's the redirect rule when you need it, huh? This card got a huge nerf. It used to be, instead of targeting planeswalkers directly, you would redirect damage that got dealt to your opponent to one of their planeswalkers. Which, I guess that rule never existed on Arena, right? So people that started playing Magic with Arena don't know that. So, like, under that rule, I would be able to redirect these Electrostatic Field triggers to kill this Gideon. I think it's more important to kill Vana here. I think we're probably dead. We basically blew our entire load. They've still got a lot of resources left. We don't have something like a Saheeli to drag us out of this game at this point like we did last time. I'm ended up batting about 500 there. If you count the game that the match that I punted on board lethal, we batted about 500. Saheeli was really good. Spitfire is just like really impressive. This was a card that kind of tied the room together in the red enchantment deck, the Cavalcade deck, and it did good work here. Good work here as well. We had a few turn 4 kills. Someone said they had a turn 3 kill, but it must not have involved this. Must have been Guttersnipes, but this card got over 20 power at multiple points in that league, and it was pretty sweet, especially in conjunction with things like Electrostatic Field. So if you're looking for a kind of fun red deck that doesn't have too many rares in it, right? Is Steam-Kin the only rare in here? Steam-Kin is the only rare in here. Yes, in the sideboard there's Leylines, but that's probably fine in best of 1 too, so 4 rare mono red that's got kind of some sweet lines in it. This will definitely be a good one to take out for a spin.